This is my channel, Evolve with Monad. For those of you that are new here, I'm a professional intuitive empath, and the message for today, not going to make you wait, is someone's DM needs shower energy. DM would stand for distorted masculine or divine masculine, and someone's divine masculine or distorted masculine needs shower energy. Such a strange reading to channel, but they said that this is what was going on. So let's see if I can get into the energy of this. The overall premise is that someone's divine masculine or distorted masculine isn't taking care of themselves. Y'all, it's always hilarious. Excuse me. Pardon me. It's always hilarious to me when my angels want me to channel messages like this. As you can tell, my own body repels it because you know how I want you to get to the place where you don't care about that. But the practitioner in me, the empath and the compassionate human, knows that there are some of you guys out there that still do. So I want to offer for you that energy. Someone is not taking care of themselves. They need balance in their life. They have walked away from their balance. That usually happens when they walk away from their partner, blah, 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 blah. You guys know the story. If you're here, you click on this video. A lot of throat chakra stuff that's pretty intense today happening. But if you're here, and I even was like, I'm going to have a loss control, I do this reading because I usually get some issues there. But even through that, we're powering through. This has to be said. Someone is supposed to send, y'all, I can't make this up. Someone is supposed to send positive energy to somebody who is slovenly, not taking care of themselves. They're not showering. They're not doing their basic hygiene. They've kind of let themselves go, is what's happened. And it happened as a result of the separation with the card detach showing up here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it on screen. Oh, let's see here. Can you guys see this? Detach. Okay. There it is. Detach. Um, with the card detach here, letting something go. And I think Divine Feminine, I can't really argue with this card if you can kind of see that. That's definitely you, Divine Feminine, and letting something go, letting something out of your hand. And it's that whole premise of if you love something, let it free, let it be. It can't help but notice that it's in the back. Winter, you walked out of a winter of your life to get into a place where you could get back to believing and succeeding in your dreams and well-deserved rewards and opening up. So for you, Divine Feminine, love abounds, and you are having really a beautiful go of it. But the darkest fears came out here. Darkest fears here came out here. Darkest fears. And the energy of darkest fears is that that's your masculine's darkest fear, is that you would be fine. And because of that, it has absolutely put them into a tailspin. And they are trying to seek spirituality and they're trying to grow, but they're like, I need you here to help me do this. I don't know. Oh God, they want you there to help them heal. And here's the thing, you don't have to be there to help them heal. Y'all, this is one of those times where your spirituality, this is one of those free will tests. This is interesting because to me, I don't know. The way my energy feels about this is almost like a, you know, when there's a club, like a, let's say someone built a clubhouse, right? And it was like no girls allowed or no boys allowed. Well, I'm at that point where I'm just so firmly sure that your DM should not be back allowed, but bacalao, fish, something's fishy. Bacalao is a Spanish word for fish, saltfish, codfish, salt-based, salty, salt. Oh my gosh, you have to soak this fish. If anybody here is ethnic understands bacalao. Um, Fishy choices, fishy karmic third parties. Y'all, there's a lot of fish imagery happening here. What I am telling you is that both your ex are salty about the loss of you both, is what I heard. So I think also the karmic. Isn't that funny? The karmic also misses you too, because they no fun. And that's one of the energies that you need to understand, guys. It's not so much about the karmic or even your DM. It's that you get to decide how much energy. The reason that we are called to detach in this moment, I'm supposed to let you know this, but I guess it's so that you can okay, thank you guys. It's so that you can enact your own free will. I was tap dancing and having a lot of nervous energy, as you could hear, but the truth of the matter is I feel completely calm. Everything got quiet. The truth of the matter is, you're supposed to know that because you're an intuitive, and that's part of the reason that there was the attraction in the first place. But you also don't have to feed them, take care of them, or clothe them anymore. That's no longer your responsibility, right? So you are healing, and that's why you're allowed to know this. But there was a cord that was cut for sure, so you're not privy to every single thing going on. Clarified challenging times 5. Your DM is going through challenging times. I don't know why they want you guys to know this. I almost feel like I feel frustrated conveying it. Dedicated effort. And this is dual here. The dedicated effort oracle card is about the fact that you put in a lot of time and energy into the connection to and you spent a lot of time teaching with the teach card coming out here, and your divine masculine was always focused on something else. They were always focused on this is the card of opportunity beckoning, so they were focused elsewhere. They were like, what other opportunity is out there for me? What else can I do? And here you are, literally pouring into their souls and their energies, trying to get them to understand, like, okay, this is life and this is what it is. So now they're facing challenging times and they feel isolated, and they're not bathing and they're not showering and they're not taking care of themselves, and they miss you. But man, this card here, which I don't know if you will be able to see it, but it is win or lose. And let me see if I can get it better here. Win or lose, guys. Win or lose. They wanted to kind of play games at all costs. Now here's the deal. You don't have to do anything other than to know that. I don't know that there's much more to the message. You took the lead by exiting the situation. That was very healthy. You are being commended for that. Is there anything else? And you now are in the space of having to teach yourself and to change your focus. You will have to change your focus. You're mirroring him in a 5. He's having challenging times, but in order for you to survive your 5, because you had the challenging times first, right, you changed your focus. And so they want you to take the free will advice here. It's okay to still understand that someone needs to not make box cakes every day and needs to like feed their animal on a more regular schedule, and that they're wild right now because they're wild from grief will cause you to do weird things. Being in devil connection, or having succubus or incubus energies connected in other people's families' karmas that you had no business being in because you didn't choose your battles. It's a lot. It's soul draining, and it will make you miss a few showers and not shave things properly and all of that. But it also disempowers that masculine energy to manifest anything better. If they want to get back into a state of manifesting, they've got to start with the basic things like clearing their sacral chakra energy. That's our sexual creative energy. Theirs was awry. And then beyond that, cleaning themselves. It starts with first cleaning yourself. I know this sounds crazy. I don't know why the message needed to come up that way. Maybe some of you guys can relate. Maybe some of you guys have had situations like that where someone that was an ex went down a bad path. And the thing about it is you know, y'all know this is not the channel for compassion. Definitely love and light. I have compassion for us, but I'm here because if you're here, you've been in a fight, and I'm here because I was also in a fight. So there's a part of me that gives the love and light to you. I have no love and light left to lose on any divine masculines or distorted masculines that did abuse your kindness, my sweet empaths and earth angels. So that's why your angels want you to know this. Yeah, someone's not doing good. They miss you. That may soothe the ego we all have. So I give it to you because I know it's needed. However, that doesn't mean that you take anything back or anyone back or that you backtrack, because they're reminding me of the bacalao, which is the fishy sensation, the smell. Something was fishy in the connection, something was not going well, something wasn't clear, something was your deepest fears, and now it's their darkest fears and nightmares. Because those fishy bacalao choices, those salty exchanges between them and whomever they chose over you that were so delicious and savory have now made them parched and thirsty, longing for something that can actually quench them, and you are the only thing. And that means that it has permeated other areas of their life where everything has fallen off and there is so much strife, and they just wish that you were back closer and that you were near so that you could help them walk out of their nightmares, out of their fears. But that's no longer an option. What you can do is send some shower energy and entice them to maybe first start by bathing in the waters of their local government aquifer, and then moving on to maybe finding spirituality, bathing in waters of love. It can't be because you're helping them or sending them anything. They've been trying to manifest you as you've been healing. That's something else to know. They feel helpless and hopeless. They have no idea or anything of which way to go. This is very interesting to me. This card is like a child, helpless and hopeless. You got to change your focus off this. They have to get grounded. You guys need to know that, just so that you know. I don't know why, but it's not so that you can save them. I do know that. Observe. They will not shrivel up. They will not die. But if you love them and if you care, tell them to change their underwear in the spirit, okay? I am not doing it. When I got those messages about the person that I was dealing with, that was such a bacalao, basura, trash, fishy trash to me. I did not send those, like, things. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I come here, I tell you, we evolved together. When I was in the space where those messages came through really clearly, I didn't have the compassion for that person. So, yeah, this is one of those things where it's like, do as I teach and not as I didn't do, meaning it took me time to evolve to not wish anything other than just like, I hope life finds you in all the ways that you found me. That it took me a while to get there. So I offer that to you because I think maybe it accelerates your healing. I may have slowed down my healing by not being as compassionate in that moment. But I also know this. I knew that there were strong boundaries and I needed to own it. I couldn't backtrack. And so that's another thing. If even sending kindness from your empathetic earth angel self is going to trigger you and make you want to actually reach out, I highly would recommend not doing it. I didn't, again, full disclosure, didn't send my own kindness because I was in a state at the time of absolute disgust and hatred and all the things. So I didn't even feel that. Years after this has happened, I don't feel you see, guys, I don't know if you hear it, it's so gross, but my body has like an actual reaction to that person now. I'm actually physically repulsed. Like, I get nauseous involuntarily, when someone finds out news and they throw up, I've had that physical reaction around that person. And so the reason that I think that it happens now is like I'm repulsed personally, okay? And it's so funny that I'm here talking to you about now extend compassion and healing. But I do pay attention to my body, and I want you to pay attention to yours. What feelings do you have even as I'm talking? Do you feel like you want to reach out? Do you feel like you want to reconnect? Do you feel like you want to send anything other than a rain check to forever be lost, get lost and stay lost? Do whatever you feel like you want to do. But for me, as for me and mine, not only shall we serve the Lord, but the energy is for me that it's important to not reopen that wound. Sometimes you let those things just fully heal, but they want you to know that. And I think specifically they wanted you to know, for somebody here who feels like, oh my gosh, this other person is just fine, or they're whatever. They're not. That's the truth. They're not. Energy is shared. Whatever you went through, even if you got through it by yourself and without their help, is what they will go through, and it will be compounded because it was gotten into with ill-gotten gains. It was gotten into maliciously. You get it? So if someone did you dirty for funsies, or they enjoyed it, or they understood, sometimes people are naive and things happen, and sometimes people do things that are not good, and it's not fully evil. But you guys know, if you're here, what you were dealing with. Usually a narcissistic empath dynamic, and so there was purposeful things. So they will feel all of those feelings. Did they wish for you to shower on the days when you might have struggled or anything else of that nature? No. They were hoping that you were just missing them. Anyway, I just want to get this call from me. We'll meet at the video. But what I want you to do as you go forward is and see if you want to SOS and send help. Okay? You may not. And if you do not, then don't. And if you're in a place of hatred like I was when I got the signals that they needed help, I didn't, because I thought, what help could I be? If I'm as toxic as you are, just differently, then neither any help can come from me. So I made my choice there. Make your choice for you. And that means it may have slowed down my healing, guys. And that's the dice that we roll here. Life is not a final destination. It is choose your own adventure. We always get to our final destination, right? That's another message For those of you guys that are like, the partnership, you get the partnership. I wish that I could go to every divine feminine that's in this struggle, in the hard part, into the thick of it, the part that sucks, and tell you, do you know you get a partner that's going to love you, adore you, be freaking rapidly crazy about you in the best way, and you are going to feel the same way about them? It's such a beautiful experience, guys. Do not stay in that place where it's just ringing and crying and tears in your eyes. I promise you, if you were really pure and you fed in good energy, you're going to get back that good energy. You're going to get a partnership that's right for thee, not just someone who is living selfishly. So if you want to send them some shower energy, sure, go tell them to get clean and pure, but not for them to come back to you. There are so many other things that you can get into. And I don't just mean love. I mean your own career, your own health, your own personal legacy. What are you going to leave here? So if you want to do some spiritual triage, that's between you and Jesus. I will never hate, and I'll never tell, and I'll never know. But if you also say you want to fully let it go, I'm never going to hate on that either. Y'all know how I feel about that. All right, guys, love you so much. I've got some clients to deal with tonight. I'm looking forward to. So I'm going to jump off here and get to that, and hopefully I'll jump back on tonight. Maybe we will do a live collective reading. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Come back and join me next time, and we will continue to evolve together.